Greetings, ladies and gents. Today I'm going to look at my old Earthwise ST-00015 and the Sun Joe TRJ13STE that I bought to replace it. Actually, the Earthwise trimmer has a new lease on life because I bought the Sun Joe. But I'm going to get into that and the reasons for buying the Sun Joe and some of the problems I had with the Earthwise trimmer. I'm also going to look at some of the improvements that I see in the Sun Joe trimmer over the Earthwise. And I believe during the initial portion of the video, you can see that they're pretty much the same trimmer. Okay, so here is my old Earthwise trimmer. And if you have one, you'll note that the handle is not the one that came with it. In my case, I broke the handle and I've replaced it with a weed eater handle from an old weed trimmer that I used to have. Now, it wasn't the broken handle that made me buy a new trimmer, it was the spool cover. And as you can see here, it wore clean through. There's no such thing as JB welding this one back together, so I looked around hard trying to find a new spool cover, and of course I couldn't find one because apparently Earthwise is no longer in business. I made a video on how I temporarily fixed this and was able to still use the trimmer. And it worked for a while, but eventually, of course, the ring broke here, and after that, it was okay, time to buy a new trimmer. Now, let me first say that I think these old electric-powered string trimmers are fine for your average homeowner, as long as you don't have to get into trimming down heavy-duty weeds, and you don't have to worry about dragging the drop cord around being a major consideration. Yeah, you're fine. For the average suburban homeowner, these are more than adequate. Now, if you looked at these videos and haven't come to the same conclusion I did, that basically Earthwise bought out my Sun Joe, then here's the kicker that'll definitely say that. If you look at the two spools, not only are they identical, but they have the same part number. Now, if the preceding photos didn't convince you they're the same trimmer, try this one out for size. When you put the cap on the new Sun Joe, it of course pops right in place. This is the cap that came with the trimmer. Now, if you come back and you take this cap off and plug it into the old Earthwise trimmer, it pops right in place. It's the same cap. It fits. That means if you have an old Earthwise trimmer of the same vintage, you can use the Sun Joe parts on your old Earthwise trimmer and get some more life out of your trimmer. One of the most obvious differences between the trimmers here is the new Sun Joe is a 13-inch trimmer. The old Earthwise trimmer is a 15-inch trimmer. Now, if you look at the spool mounting area between both trimmers, it's still pretty much identical. These are not bump feed trimmers. I believe the initial idea here was starting and stopping would feed the line. In my experience, that doesn't really work very well. You just have to take the trimmer and turn it upside down and then advance the line by pushing the button to manually retract the spring and advancing the line that way. Now here again is the spool cover, and again this interchanges between the two trimmers. There's been an improvement in this that I'll show just shortly. You can buy two replacement caps from Sun Joe, and the interesting thing about that is the two caps will cost you half as much as the whole trimmer would. Now here we have what I consider the first real improvement going from the Earthwise to the Sun Joe. They've rolled the edge on the shield. This allows you to swing the trimmer back and forth and not as easily catch the edge of the trimmer on the ground, resulting in scalping. Here's the second improvement on the Sun Joe over the Earthwise. They've moved the ventilation for the motor up higher, and the slots are a little bit bigger. This allows the motor to not pull in the grass clippings like it did on the old Earthwise trimmer. You had to constantly clean these slots out, otherwise you could overheat your motor. Now here's another improvement. I actually got this from another YouTuber. I'll link his video in the description. But when you do this, it would be a good idea to keep your hardware as light as possible. You want to use a large fender washer to prevent wear to the cap. And as you can see in this final video, of course, the new cap is considerably thicker than a worn out cap. While indeed I do have a larger washer here, I definitely would not recommend this, as you're definitely going to have some imbalance in the rotating assembly when you do this. And the idea of something breaking and having this large plate coming flying back at your ankles is probably not something that you want to contemplate. So I definitely keep it fairly small and under the diameter of the existing cover. I'm going to finish this video up looking at some features that are common to both trimmers. The first one here, of course, is this flower guard type attachment. This keeps you from accidentally weed whacking your wife's prized flowers. You can pop it out, and of course the lines can't reach anywhere closer than the end of the guard. Next on the list of common features is the ability to lengthen or shorten the shaft. You just loosen up this lower nut and then slide it in, or slide it back out and then tighten it up back to fix your length of your shaft. The next little feature here is common to both trimmers again, and that's the ability to run your cord in such a manner that you can't unplug yourself without actually wanting to be unplugged. By passing through this hole at the rear of the trimmer and then along the little protrusion hanging out from the handle, you're definitely restrained where you won't have a problem with this. The next little feature here is the ability to adjust the trimming head in relation to the shaft. As you can see here, it's movable about 45 degrees. This has applications when you're edging or when you're using the trimmer itself to trim shrubbery. Here's a handy little feature, especially when you use the trimmer for an edger. You can rotate the upper and lower assemblies 180 degrees relative to each other. This allows the trimmer to be easily used as an edger by putting the line straight down while you maintain the top in its normal trimming position. And here's the final little feature, the ability to adjust the lower handle relative to the shaft up or down, and the angle of the handle relative to the shaft. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video both interesting and useful. If you did, please consider giving me a like and definitely subscribing. I've got quite a few projects along the way coming up. For you gardeners, I've got some plans from my pesky squirrels I'm working on, some ESP32 projects, and yes, I haven't forgotten that Mustang that I've got that's in the paint shop right now. So stay tuned.